One of the things that I think a lot of people don't fully understand about all of these federal workers that are being fired and laid off and, whatever, is that they don't all work in Washington, D.C. In fact, most of them do not work in Washington, D.C. There are federal workers in pretty much every major city in the United States and in most smaller cities too. And those are the people that are really being hit the hardest with these layoffs. And even Republican districts are no exception. Marjorie Taylor Greene's district has over 6,000 federal workers, and hundreds of them are being laid off. And you would think that Marjorie Taylor Greene would not want the people who voted for her to be losing their jobs, right? Surely she's going to show some kind of compassion towards them, right? Nope. Marjorie Taylor Greene took the predictable step of, instead of defending or fighting for the people in her district who are being fired, she decided to mock them instead by saying that they don't even have real jobs. Here is what Marjorie Taylor Greene had to say about the hundreds of people in her district, these are her voters, that lost their jobs in the last couple weeks. You can protest all you want outside of departments of this government. You can protest all you want, but the American people disagree with you. Go ahead and stop you right there. No, they don't. A majority of people do not like the mass firings. In fact, a majority of people on nearly every single issue do not like what Donald Trump has done since coming into office. A majority of people do not trust Doge. A majority of people do not like Elon Musk and do not want him to have as much power as he has. So you Republicans are living in delusion land right now if you think a majority of voters are on your side. Trump barely won the 2024 election, didn't even get 50% of the popular vote, okay? Stop acting like you have a mandate. Stop acting like everybody is still with you, because attitudes have shifted dramatically since November. Anyway, she continues. You're protecting the bureaucracy. The bureaucracy is not a business. Those are not real jobs producing federal revenue, by the way. They're consuming taxpayer dollars. Those jobs are paid for by the American tax people who work real jobs, earn real income, pay federal taxes, and then pay these federal employees. Federal employees do not deserve their jobs. Federal employees do not deserve their paychecks. And these are jobs that can be fired at will. That's actually not true. You would have to change the law to make them be able to be fired at will. They don't deserve their jobs. They don't deserve their paychecks. They're not real jobs. They're not real workers. Marge, you inherited your wealth from your parents. They had a hugely successful construction business in the state of Georgia. When you were old enough, when you got married, they gave it to you, and you made millions of dollars. You took those millions of dollars and you started a CrossFit gym, which, as far as I've seen, has not been hugely profitable for you. You have never had to work a real job. Okay. You're the one suckling at the teat of the American taxpayers with your federal job. Okay. But here's the kicker. Those people who aren't working real jobs, who aren't earning their paychecks, they contribute more than you know to the local economy. Your economy in your district is about to suffer a massive hit that you can't even comprehend, as hundreds of people no longer have money to spend. They can't go to the local diner. They can't go to the local shops. They don't have money anymore. These are real people with real jobs, unlike you, Marge, who do real work to keep things running. They get people their Social Security checks. They get them their Medicaid benefits. They handle their taxes. They're IRS workers. They're everybody. They're federal courthouse workers. These are real people that work 9 to 5s every day. They earn every penny that they get. But to Marjorie Taylor Greene, you suck and you don't matter. And I hope that these people, not just in her district, but all over the country, listen to Greene's words. This is what she thinks of you. This is what Republicans think of you. And I know a lot of you guys vote for them every time the election rolls around. Don't make that mistake again. I'm not telling you who to vote for, but I will tell you who to vote against. And if anyone ever tells anyone else that they don't have a real job, even if it's not you they're attacking, but when you hear somebody tell another human being that the job they've been working at for 10, 20, 30 years isn't a real job and you don't deserve your paycheck, that is the point where you need to abandon that person forever. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.